Greetings YouTube, LMS Tactical, and Mason here again. If you're offended by foul language, you need to leave the channel. Here's your warning. So, Mason just had a really good swim. Really good swim. He's going to be tired today. Yeah. I got some really good video. I'll probably post some later on of him fighting with logs. Some of you guys like to watch him fight with the logs, and I think I got some really cool video. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about and I've been off the radar for a bit, so I'm a little behind the news, but I understand that that in South Africa, they went ahead and finalized the change of the constitution for that allows them to take land without compensation. Look, there's no easy way to say this, you guys, and it's not something earth-shattering that you don't know already. I got Charlie here all over me. But if you're not ready now for things to get really ugly, you're way behind the curve. And I want to temper. Oh, he's a good boy. He puts a little pause on me. I want to temper what I say with a reminder that I've given out many times, and that is, you have to accept the reality that you're in. I'm talking to South Africans. There is no way around it. Things are going to get worse than they already are. And I mean, how bad can they get? You've got so many killings and murders going on, and kidnappings and rapes, going on every day. You think, how bad can it get? I've been watching the EFF and the ANC and the fuck, or whatever they're called. These people are going to provoke you into doing something that you probably should have been doing anyways a long time ago, and I understand the reasons for not doing it. But they're going to start showing up on people's properties in numbers, and you really have a couple of choices. You either band together and you fight the good fight, or you just end up another victim, another number. 40 people murdered this month, and you don't want to be one of those numbers in between 1 and 40. It's time to really consider how you're going to stay alive. We can talk about tactics, and we can talk about ways to ward off attackers, but when they come in big numbers, which they will, you're gonna have to fall back on one of the oldest tactics in the book, which is safety in numbers. You're gonna have to band together. And if you're in a position, you're living in a small outholding or a small holding, or a out, not quite city but suburbs, and you don't know people, you're in a shitty situation. I get it, but you need to accept the situation you're in and come up with plans and ways that you can stay alive. But that's not really the important message here. The real important message I want to give you is, I think about you people all the time, every day, all day. I think about you guys. And I want you to remember that there's a reason for living above and beyond the religious reasons. There's a reason for you to be alive. And not forgetting, but setting all the religious things aside, life is meant to be enjoyed whenever possible. And I have said this before, back during World War II and during terrible times when the Soviets were being invaded by the Germans and blah, blah, blah. I mean, people still found ways to have little marriages going on in the bombed out rubble of their former city. There's endless stories of people that went on to celebrate a birthday. And yeah, they might have got killed the next day, but they lived the fuck out of their life the day before they died. And that's my message to you is, I'm not saying that you're gonna, I don't want you to have a fatalistic outlook where, hey, I'm gonna be murdered. Maybe you won't. Maybe you will. Maybe you'll have a heart attack, and then all this worrying about getting killed by a bunch of psychotic EFF murderers. Maybe you'll have wasted all that time worrying about it. It turns out you're gonna die of fucking an aneurysm or high blood pressure or whatever, or get hit by a fucking out of control satellite. None of us know when and how we're going to go down. We just know that we're going to go down someday. Whether you're sitting on the toilet taking a shit and you push too hard and pop an aneurysm and you end up face down in the fucking tile, and your last thought is, holy shit, I should have redone my grout years ago. or you go out in a blaze of glory fighting the EFF and all these other people that are going to be coming potentially. So it's what you do between this second and that moment that counts. If you're just eating and breathing and shitting just so that you can keep eating, breathing, and shitting, you're not living, people. You're not living. Don't look at her, she's just a jogger. Don't look at her, she's just a jogger. Don't look at her, she's just a good-looking jogger. So, I can only imagine the stress going on in the families. You know, husbands turning against wives, wives that think their husbands are too weak, or people that think that their family members are exaggerating, or people that are so worried they're drinking so much and they're starting to fuck up their family home life and the kids aren't happy. And okay, I get it, the kids can't go out and run around the neighborhood like they do here. Then have fun at home. Have a game night twice a week where you literally set everything aside. You keep your weapons handy, whether it's a sharpened chopstick or an AK-47. Keep your doors locked, and you have fun in spite of the horrific shit going on around you. You make sure that everybody in that family laughs every day, no matter how fucked up things get. And they wake up laughing and they go to sleep laughing, and you never go to sleep mad. You never go to sleep angry. Don't stress the kids out. Don't stress your dogs out. They pick up on this shit. You know, if the neighbors got murdered last night and you're terrified, put it out of your head and fake your family out and laugh and giggle and talk about the funny things in the world and draw dumb pictures and get stupid board games, whatever. Life was meant to be lived, and living means taking in a beautiful sunset, you know, enjoying a pet that's laying on the front room floor in front of you. Yeah, a good cup of coffee with your loved one sitting right next to you, looking into their eyes and remembering how you felt when you first were madly in love with each other before all of this madness. And there's plenty of time to think about what you're going to do and what you need to do. And you do need to think about that, but do not let that be your master. These fucking people that are destroying your country and killing you, they're going to get what they fucking have coming to them. That's one thing that is absolutely sure. History has shown that. History right next door to you in fucking Zimbabwe and other countries that have tried to fucking do this kind of thing, where they disarm people and they turn each other against one race against the other. Don't worry. These people that walk around chanting and singing and tearing up the city and tearing up the streets and burning trucks, they think they're ahead of the game. They're just brainless fucking beings in these fucked up meat suits that walk around and do what they're fucking provoked to do. They cannot think for themselves. They cannot fucking rationalize. They are absolutely fucking stupid. And if you're a supporter of the EFF, I'm talking to you. You're a fucking idiot. A moronic fuck monkey, and that's all you are, is an idiot. And it doesn't matter if you kill 20 or 50 or 1,000 white people. Your day's gonna come, and in your last breath, you're gonna realize just how fucked you are. And people like me are gonna giggle our pink asses off. And that's not everybody over there. Of course, there's black Africans that are fucking righteous and have their shit together, and you know, they're worried just as much as some of you white people are, because it's their country too. And it's not their fault that their countrymen are destroying it, but that's just the way it is, you know. So I'm not saying surrender, I'm not saying give in, I'm saying prioritize your day, prioritize your life, and really, really think about what I'm saying here. Because your happiness, whether you live another hour or another 30 years, you've got to fight and scratch and claw for your happiness. Okay, I didn't have a particularly good week. And so a lot of what I'm telling you is shit that I've had to remind myself, you know. And I'm happy again. I got a beautiful dog with his paw on my lap. He's happy. I made him happy today. It feels good. If I drop dead the next hour, fuck it. I feel bad for my doggy, but I don't fear death. What I fear more than death is a meaningless life that I just wasted and squandered worrying about stupid shit, you know. Anyways, I don't want to keep preaching. I think about you guys. I pray for you. Smile today. Smile right now, or I'll lift up my shirt and show you my stomach. LMS Tactical. Peace. I'm out.